a flash of blue and red strobes across a darkened living room wall. You hear shouting, but you can't make out the words. It's just a wall of panicked noise. The camera shakes violently, pointing at the ceiling, then the floor, then a blur of faces you can't quite recognize. Someone falls. The camera, mounted on an officer's chest, rushes forward into the chaos. The audio is a storm of sounds. A siren in the distance, a dog barking frantically, a woman crying. The video cuts out. Abruptly. Just like that, you are left staring at a black screen, your heart pounding. Desperate to know the rest of the story. What just happened? This is the raw, unfiltered power of a body cam video. It drops you, the viewer, directly into a moment of extreme intensity. A moment most people will never experience firsthand. Why do these videos get so much attention? Why does a clip filmed on a quiet street in a small town suddenly get millions of views on YouTube and become a global news story? It starts with the content itself. These videos are not manufactured drama. They are real life at its most intense. Car chases, life-saving medical interventions, intense standoffs, moments of incredible human kindness, shocking violence. The stakes are incredibly high, and that raw, unscripted reality is something that people are naturally drawn to. It's a peek behind a curtain that has, for most of history, been completely closed to the public. Then comes the power of sharing. YouTube x TikTok are rocket fuel for this kind of content. A single person uploads a clip. It gets a few hundred views from their followers. Someone with a bigger account sees it, thinks it's shocking or inspiring, and shares it. Now it has thousands of views. News outlets, always hungry for compelling visual content, pick it up and broadcast it on television. Suddenly, that clip isn't just a video, it's a cultural moment. The speed at which a body cam video can spread is mind-boggling. It can circle the globe in a matter of hours, long before an official investigation has even begun. The viewer's reaction is a huge part of this cycle. Most compelling body cam footage leaves you with more questions than answers. The camera's perspective is limited, showing only what the person wearing it sees. It can't see behind them, it can't read minds, it can't show years of history that led up to that single moment. Yet that narrow perspective is what makes it powerful. It puts you in the officer's shoes, pulling you into the heart of the action, pulling you past the headlines and into the heart of the action itself. To understand the real impact of these videos, let's look at two short, hypothetical stories that feel very real. First, imagine an officer responding to a call at a small convenience store late at night. The body cam footage is steady as the officer walks in. Behind the counter, a man is slumped over, his face pale. The officer speaks to him and gets no response. He immediately recognizes the signs of a cardiac arrest. The camera records the next few minutes as the officer pulls the man to the floor and begins CPR, calmly counting compressions. Arrival of paramedics, the frantic professional effort to save a life. In this case, the man survived. The store owner requested the footage and shared it online with the family's permission, not as a spectacle, but as a thank you. He wanted the world to see the face of the officer who saved his friend's life. The video wasn't about drama, it was about heroism and competence under pressure. It showed the positive side of policing that often goes unseen. It became a powerful training tool for other officers, and a source of pride for the community. Here, the body cam served as a testament to a good deed, preserving a moment of grace and skill that otherwise would have been invisible. Now consider a different story. An officer pulls over a car for a minor traffic violation on a dark, rainy night. The driver, agitated and speaking quickly, gets out of the car against the officer's commands. The body cam footage is shaky as the officer follows the man. The officer shouts commands that the man doesn't seem to hear or understand. The situation escalates quickly. The camera captures a brief, violent struggle and the man falling to the ground. The footage is released and it immediately ignites a firestorm. The video, on its own, seems to show an excessive use of force. It sparks protests and calls for the officer to be fired. But the video doesn't show that the man had a severe cognitive disability and was terrified. Nor does it show the officer's past record or the specific training protocols for that department. The video didn't provide the full context, but it forced a necessary and difficult conversation. It led the city to launch a full investigation and review its policies for engaging with individuals with disabilities. The camera didn't give a simple answer, but it raised an essential question that needed to be asked. For viewers, the advice is simple. Watch with a critical eye. Remember that you are seeing only one perspective, a single fragment of a much larger story. Resist the urge to rush to judgment. Seek out more information. Wait for official reports. The body camera is, at its core, a tool, and like any tool, it can be used to build or to destroy. These small, unblinking lenses have the power to shine a bright light into the darkest corners, to expose injustice and to hold power accountable in a way that was never before possible. They can capture moments of incredible bravery and compassion, restoring our faith in humanity. They can provide irrefutable evidence that can free the innocent or convict the guilty. In the right hands and used with care and integrity, they can be a powerful force for positive change in our society. But that same tool, when used carelessly or maliciously, can cause immense harm. It can violate privacy, spread misinformation, and inflict profound trauma on individuals and communities. It can turn real human suffering into a cheap form of entertainment, desensitizing us to violence and eroding our empathy. The challenge for all of us, for police departments, for journalists, for creators, for viewers, is to figure out how to harness the power of this technology for good while minimizing its potential for harm.